All right, THL, we are in it. Oh, I gotta stop the music again. It's on loop. We are in it tonight. Last reveal. I'm your stream up for the evening, Zaku, of course. I am being joined by wonderful individuals I've worked with and played alongside in the THL. So I'm going to start with AGT, always just in time. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, that's me. Thanks for having me.
Got it. Then we got local stat guy, Geranium Battle from Har Center, and other shows, of course. Thanks for joining.
I may be local, but the real ones will remember that Justin was the real stat guy on Tavern Talk before me. So we got a real, and he's gonna have some he's gonna have some good players to talk about. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, even if I was the guy before you, you definitely usurped the role. Made it better. I think I did that for 1 or 2 seasons and did a little bit. You certainly did a lot more and for a lot more than 1 or 2 seasons. So, credit's all yours.
Well, regardless, I'm going to be leaning on your information quite a bit here. So once we get into it,
we'll be absorbing each other's energy. How about that? So to get us through these reveals. So just to go through the I guess the format tonight is basically up. Introductions already done. So we got Hero Series, which is starting its 32nd or 23rd season. So that's going to be awesome. No conferences, unfortunately, just one single conference, which I believe is going to be purple. Then we have Legacy Series, which is entering its 26th season. The brainchild of DHL. That's what got us started and what's causing everybody to stick around and enjoy. So that one's going to have two conferences. So we're going to do the Wheel of Doom after we announce the team reveals. So, and then after that, we will throw our two cents or 2 shades or a few shades of things of how we feel the teams revealed will perform in the upcoming season. So I don't know about you, but I'm excited to get going. So we will start with the Hero Series. We're going to hit up AGT. It's going to state the first one, which is...
Thanks for the great intro. It is 8 p.m. Do I need to specify more? Obviously, it's 8 p.m. Yeah, so last season's champs, I guess you could call it that squad, because they have 2 of the 5 members from it. But yeah, they returned 2 out of 5. Woohoo! And some strong fills in as well. Wild Nine and Epic Caton, who have done well before, and Bone Masher in the 4, who I think is much higher PR in Legacy Series and has had success in higher seeds. So will this be Bone Masher's first team that wins a title? I really could see it. We're only looking at one team so far, but if you told me that this team is the title favorites just off seeing this, I would believe it. I think this will be quite a strong team. I'm seeing here on our spreadsheet that has 1841 PR. It's Saku or Max, whoever made that. So yeah, using all they have available, at least on the team construction side, and a lot of experienced players will probably be doing the same on the actual playing side.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to apologize to the viewers. The PR is not going to be on the screen, so we didn't have enough time for me to have it entered and on the player's card. But so you'll hear our casters say the magic numbers. So
yeah, I will note I do love the showdown art. And then also, yeah, as Diamond did mention, Pace is literally rank 1 on ladder. So
so that's automatic number 1 seed for Hero. Is that what it translates to?
Yeah. No,
My
he would get put in the
memory
third seed.
of this will be he will not be the only one on his team who has been rank one on ladder while playing in the third seed and from All Stars first season in THL when he was doing that I think he ended below 50% win rate. However, this is not Tace's first season in THL, so
Yeah,
I think he'll do significantly better than that.
Yeah, the
And
hero three
obviously
seed is
Mole has made his way back to 550, so and a little bit more.
the hero 3 seed is a great place to find top ladder finishers or MT finishers, as if you remember, Mighty was a grandmaster in the 3 seed of
right.
hero. So, yep, hero series
That's
stuff.
yeah. And as we start doing the reveals, we're gonna see who's matched up, I guess, with Pace going forward. So anyway, we'll move on to the next team, Geranium.
Yeah, the first person that is going to be matched up against Pace looks to be Diamond, and he is captaining the Last Dance. With Neji Boston in the 1, Dankus Dad in the 2, Diamond in the 3, Tab in the 4, and Jim Philos in the 5. The PR comes out to 1836.88. But yeah, it's I mean, this is a crazy team. This team basically is the same one that made it to finals, just putting in Dankus instead of Chicken. And yeah, I have definitely been relying on Dankist helping out for prep sometimes, and he is a monster prepper. So adding him in instead of Chicken is going to definitely change the sort of the vibe of the team, maybe for the better.
Diamond's gonna
Yeah,
have to.
Derek won the THL Content Award, but that was just a makeup award because he couldn't win any actual games of Hearthstone. So Dankist, I'm sure, will be much, much better than the I guess, wet blanket that was Super Chick on the team last season.
So Neji had to drop anchor, or Diamond had to drop anchor. That's pretty much what it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next team announce.
It'll be me talking about No Noon Too High. That's a good team name, captained by Azalea Kari. And look like they have some good players too. Lemur in the 1 was crossover winner a few years ago, I want to say. Also has had great wins records in Hero in the 1 seed. L-Bomb, I think this is his Hero Series debut, but has done well in Pro Series and Legacy Series as well. Or, well, has done by his own admission. Done well in one of them, I think, and not quite as well in the other. I'm forgetting which is which. Zangster, who is new to THL, but has Espa experience. And Azalea specifically had highlighted to me that they're curious that Zangster will do adapting to THL. And then we have TL Trios champion, Hustle, in the 4. And then Azalea themselves in the 5. 1748 PR total, which I was actually surprised by that number. Looking at these players here, I would guess that it would have been a lot closer to the cap than that, but I guess that means that the dream of winning the title and full running back the team is alive.
I'm just gonna throw the stats there for Justin, so that's going in order, obviously. So they get 550 for Lemur, 527 for L-Bomb, 260 because that's where the I can't remember what it's called now.
Now, Justin, I was actually wondering because L-Bomb and Zangster are both from Tespa, which is more your forte. Have you ever heard of Zangster's team?
Yeah, we overlapped for a few semesters in TESPA. They were always did a lot of prepping and I mean, yeah, you can see their PR is not quite the highest compared to other TESPA players. They weren't traditionally the ladder grinder and maybe not quite as talented individual players, but they had good team showings. So I would imagine the type of player who, especially in the right surroundings, would know how to excel in a format like THLs, know how to do prepping, etc., and be an asset to the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tespa was the breeding ground of players who didn't have to play ladder. So
Yeah.
those players tend to do
So
well in THL.
Certainly would not be surprised if they end up being a steal for their PR. A very good logo too, I must say. No noon too high.
Yes, I love the little the redness of Reno's eyes.
I'm digging the smokiness too. So, all right, next one, Training.
Of course, the next team to reveal is going to be another APM team, a Premium Mountain. This one is captained by Laughing Frog, who has returned at least as a captain, also captaining a pro team, but not playing. We've got Chewy in the 1, Jammies in the 2, a Harmless Dog in the 3. I'm going to say that's F. Srirachi in the 4, and Yfair in the 5. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy to say that the Jammies is a 2 seed, but that's the roster you're looking at. And Yfair, who has been to Hero Finals before, just casually just stays a 5 this entire time. This is another another team, another possible winner in my eyes. So, and the PR is 1832.31.
Yeah, this seems like a very strong team. I don't know who a harmless dog is. Are they new to THL? But others certainly familiar faces. I think I face F. Dorachi. Correct us in chat. I think I faced them on ladder the other day, which not often do I face 4 seeds on ladder. So I guess that's kind of like other 4 seeds facing me that they'll have to contend with this season. Also, they beat me, so I guess maybe even better than me. But yeah, and then Vifair has been the bit of a THL veteran now. It's able to hold their own despite their low PR. To even if they're not winning all the games, they're allowing the rest of the team to be constructed with more PR and fit in all these good players. So from top to bottom, definitely seems like a strong team. I really enjoy how Chewy has his Discord name is Washed. It really adds to the whole vibes of the experience.
I didn't notice that, but I had to go search it. There it is. All right, you ready for the next team? You'll be dazzled by their
Do it.
graphical
We've seen a
experience.
lot of teams with good names and great designed logos, and now we have F2L Black, uh, which is very black, but at least it's back. And Reed Bobson's been kicked out of the 1 seed, where he has made his home for a few seasons now. Actually, maybe more than a few, because they have a THL Trios Series champion winner in the 1 seed. I don't know about the value of that, given that another team has that for the 4 seed for way less PR, but I guess Owl will do. And the 3 seed, you have someone who subbed a few seasons ago, maybe last season. I get my timelines mixed up, but does some decent success. And then somehow that allows you to put Starlax in the 4. I don't know about that one. And then you have Judo Chop anchoring all in the 5, who, as he has himself promoted and gassed himself up, did do quite well as a 50 PR 5 seed last season in Legacy. And if you ever have a 50 PR 5 seed who goes above 50% win rate, that's just really exceptional in allowing the rest of the team. I think Saku, you have shown yourself sometimes of your good seasons have nearly always coincided with deep playoff runs or titles for your teams.
Yeah, it certainly helps.
Uh,
That's what I'm being told. So.
if you're winning, even though when you're under PR, then that means everyone else on the team is just getting free wins there. So team total PR is 1825. Like, yeah, nothing. We haven't seen a weak team yet.
Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. Last season, F2L Black fielded a team that was like 0.28 below the cap, and that team also had Starlax in the 5 and just looked absolutely crazy. And this team, it could be better. I actually don't know. I mean, Rabobson in the 2 instead of the 1 is so stupid. I and then yeah, Judo Chop. Judo Chop has gone even or above, I think, like all but 2 seasons ever. So as long as he goes even, the rest of this team is so stupid. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, all
Sarlacc was in
behold
the
our new
five
F12
last season?
opponents.
I'm just having to double check that I'm thinking the right person here, searching them on Discord. This is Starlax, the guy who's previously been in contention for crossover player of the season, been winning in pro, been winning in the 2 or maybe even 1 seed of PR series. They're in the 4 and 5 now.
Yeah, and also goes positive in pro recently too. Yeah, it climbed to the 3 last season. Doesn't matter. There are 4 again. I don't know.
Sir,
Okay, well, even if they overpaid for the trios champion, then I guess this team may carry the with the other 4 members.
all right, Geranium, you ready for the next one?
Yes, the next one I didn't get to see the logo, but the name is my favorite so far of any team. It is Ogre Flow Out of Bounds Exception, and that's a great logo too.
It may
and
not
we've
be the
got
finished product, but Justin can chime in after you do the announcement there. So
with Rocked U once again captaining with a mostly NEU team. We've got always just in time in the 1 as usual. We've got Corbin, otherwise known as Bill Snyder, back in the 2. Crit Ecal, who used to be a 2 seed, is now a 3 seed. Awesome. Rocked U stays in the 4, and then instead of Gur, we've got Roofski, the return of Rauf, back from times of yore when he he had a great first season, and then basically just didn't play the game until now.
perfect.
Yeah, critical out of the 2 seed and into 2-digit legend. I would say he would be the every 3 seed's worst nightmare to face, except unfortunately for 3 seeds they also have to face pace. But yeah, that's 2 teams with their highest ranked player in the 3 seed, and maybe 1 with Versace with their highest ranked player in the 4. It's going to be an interesting season, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's top 100 right now.
I believe so, or at least was as of a few days ago. Maybe he lost a few games. Something. No one checked me on Donkey on the official leaderboards. But yeah,
135 right now. He was top
he's
100
a
right
very
now.
good player that I'm sure was merely conserving PR last season. That's it. But yeah, whichever one of him or Bill Snyder, heck, even me, ends up in the 3 seed, I think will be doing pretty well for themselves. And then yeah, my childhood best friend Raouf is back. He has not opened the game in 2 years, but has gone with a 2-star bonus in the past 4 days up to Diamond 4, having never hit Legend before. So maybe this is his time. We'll see. Or at least until he restarts his job and grad school classes. But yeah, catch a pack, says Diamond Knowing in the chat, coming in clutch.
In that crazy PR, so close.
Oh yeah, if I can just go 50%, I feel like the rest of the team will carry me to some decent success. Or at least I thought that on paper until I saw the rest of these teams we're gonna have to face. But at least as Milo noted in the chat, he's due for a regression to mean this season the 1. So hopefully I face him early.
All right, so Justin, you get the next one.
Everyone's least favorite team,
Yep.
Yola. And we got good old Ron Mexico, crossover champion. Or was that him this past season? Or
Yes.
a season ago? Some
Nope.
point crossover. Heat Shock, who wins whenever he plays, pretty much. Well, with his Hall of Fame induction somewhat recently, I actually got the chance to go back and look at his stats. And yeah, not many people win more than him across the series. Only people like Ron Mexico, so apparently that means he's starting in the 2. And you have Mako, Dragon Ragger, and yours truly, Saku, rounding out the team, which with exactly 1800 PR. Just kidding, 0.01 short, not even 1800 club. But yeah, Mako been very successful in the 4 seed in previous seasons, as had Dragon Rider. So one of them has to go up to the 3 seed now, and they're going to have quite the field to be against. But if they can hold their own there too, that would be quite the team. But yeah, I am noticing this as apparent for many of the teams we've revealed so far. They have 2 very high, or at least compared to historical averages, 2 very high 1s and 2s, and then a big PR drop to the 3. So I'm curious how that dynamic's gonna play out. But yeah, Dola's gotten pretty deep playoff runs in the past few seasons. I don't really see a reason why they won't be able to do that again. Well, other than the other teams they'll have to face, but
Yeah.
certainly seems like a strong team on paper. Do you have any insider info, Saku, on this?
Other than Heatshock's trying to train us how to submit our classes at the nth hour. So, but yeah, got Ron is
Okay, plague your outs. Plague your outs. Hope that old man Saku falls asleep at the keyboard
it's
rather
usually
than submitting at 11th hour.
that's
Okay,
that's
your option.
it's 3:00 my time. By the time Heatshock decides to submit his at, I think it's 2:59 his time. I don't know. Anyway, he's trying to coach us into late submissions. So.
I will note, as Azalea is saying, Pepperidge Farm remembers that Mako's actually been a 3 for a very long time. The only change that the team has made is changing out who the 3 seed is that becomes a 4 seed when Mako's around.
Mm-hmm.
So
That shows you how much attention I've been paying, but I'm glad someone remembers.
All right, and the last but not least.
Yes, the last but not least is Dad Legend, returning almost the same roster. We've got Yellow Dart captaining again, as always. We've got World 8 in the 1, Dr. Bomdi in the 2, Boozosaurus in the 3, Yellow Dart, not a 5 seed anymore. Now he's a 4 seed. He's staying a 4 seed as long as I shall see, because he keeps winning way too much. And then Risen in the 5, who wins almost as much as Yellow Dart, but just not quite as much. And the PR comes out to 1744.5. World 8 is also a high legend grinder right now, and he usually makes the decks that people run for the meta. So we'll see if he changes the course of the meta again over the course of the season.
Yeah, I reached out to Dart because he always has spicy takes, asking him if he wanted to comment anything about his teams for this season. He said hero team's almost exactly the same. He doesn't watch the content much anymore, but was very aggrieved that the team last season was slept on, even though they had one of the highest points totals regular season. So from reading that, I would think that he didn't want to make us to make the same mistake this season. However, no, he specifically said, no, please sleep on us again because it worked so well last time. So, yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of great teams revealed so far, and this is not one of them. Dad Legend probably consigned to early exit the dumpster. You're welcome, Dart.
Yeah. More specifically, I will mention that World 8 has said that because we slept on him last season, he got a fire under him, and that's why he went 6-1 last season. So this time, I will not sleep on specifically World 8. Yeah,
Yeah, this team only has 1744 PR, but World 8 isn't at 550 yet, so it's team's good enough. This is actually the lowest PR of the teams in the Hero Series, even though it's only 100 under the cap, and I'm not really sure it should be 100 under the cap. It will definitely not be by the end of the season, at least with that one player in particular.
Yeah. That was every hero team, and I'm really dreading when you're going to ask us which one we think is going to do well, because it's all of them.
That's right. Name 8 teams in Hero that are going to do well. All right. So, but yeah, so that's our 8 teams for Hero series. Unfortunately, we hoped to get like 10 teams, but it didn't make the cut. So one conference, so that should be interesting in itself. So now we are going to hit the legacy scene. So we'll have 12 teams in this one, so 2 conferences, a red and a gold as per normal. And we are going to start with Geranium Battle.
Yep. And I'm starting off with, another one of Justin's teams. This one is Just Pimpin'. We've got, once again, Justin back captaining. He's also in the 1. We've got Pokemon 661 returning in the 2. We've got Hudak returning in the 3. Skirt is returning in the 4. And oh my God, we've got Mojo Powell back in the 5.
Yes.
Okay, this is actually a banger team. Yeah, no complaints. I mean, this team is cracked top to bottom.
So Justin.
Yeah, we lost disagreement from a few seasons ago, but so only 4 Justins. However, Mojo Powell as the 5th. He'll do, I guess. He's back playing the game. Thank you to Content Team Board for getting out those Justin shirts. I bought a whole bunch of people them of the fellow Justins. We had a fun video call, and hey, now that's our logo with our non-Justin pimp in the middle there. So yeah.
Oh, I thought the non-Justin was Righteous Jammies in the
There's
in the
multiple
bottom right.
non-Justins there, but you know. Only one of them lost us a legacy season title by subbing in the finals when he had not played the game in a long time. But yeah, at least he's on the logo now.
And the Flamingos? Just flavor?
I
Because
mean, you're gonna have to ask the executive producer of Justin-related content, Skirt Reynolds, on that one.
Okay.
He just goes in the lab and cooks every season. Every season he comes out with another banger, as evidenced by our T-shirt, which you can find for affordable prices on the THL shop, which is a compilation of all our previous logos. And you know what? He's done it again. It's another banger.
all right. Let's see if we can get
Anyways, this team has a great name and a great logo, and we're talking about that because the players may not be so great, but
No, the players are great. What are you talking about?
All right, so we go to the next one. AJT is going to announce.
Hey, it's from the company that brought you the staff of 5 wins or whatever. Well, not actually, but it's the 10-gallon R-Hats. Another pretty good team name from, I guess that's Azalea Akari's vibe this season. Very good names. I think I like the other logo better of the hero team. This one's not too bad either. And again, another trio series winner in the 1. Gosh, overpaying. But at least they have Desharbo in the 2, Copa in the 3, Dragon Rider in the 4, Silver T Fox Demon. I'm not sure who this is in the 5, but it is 1832 PR total. And, well, you guys have thoughts on this?
Yeah, Silver T Fox Demon was an old player who came back last season on Valorant Refugees, and I mean was able to lose PR enough to slot into the 5 basically perpetually, and yeah, I mean I think that they're I think that they're going to do better than a normal 5 seed because they're not normally a 5 seed. But yeah, and we've got another trios winner in the 3 as well. So as long as this is a paid series, then I think that this team will do very well.
Yes. So I will beat Owl in the 1 seed of Hero because he's due for a bad season. But if he wants to get me back in Legacy, he'll need to send me some money. Paid series champs, here he comes.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Of course, the next team is another APM team, A Posse Missing, in parentheses, Lost Boys. This is Bone Masher's legacy team. We've got Chewy once again in the 1 of an APM team. We've got Caleb EM. We've got F Srirachi 1, Rocked You, and Epicat. I mean, this is like this is you just take and pick like one of the best players from all these disparate teams, and put them all together, and here you have just once again a really great roster. The PR is even further below. It's only 1630. But looking at every single player, I honestly would take that player in that seed. So it's just a team that they can win and then play again, as Justin said earlier.
Bo Masher about both of his teams and
Yeah.
said that for this one they are 200 PR under the cap because he stepped away last minute so that they could get in for Sachi. But yeah, very very capable individuals. And then I know, as knowing Araktiu decently well, whenever he is at a college party on a Friday or Saturday night and in a inebriated state of mind, he will, for some reason, frequently be on Discord posting about his good bud Caleb EM, who he knows from either NACE or ECAC, one of the remaining collegiate leagues. So hey, at least they're getting able to team up together here. We'll see if the power of friendship can overcome floating 200 PR, but you know, there's a chance.
Oh, yeah, that was a typo. My bad there. Sorry, Bo Masher. On the graphic, I messed up on the font. So, guess you can't have APM. It's APG. That's what we're gonna say from going forward. So,
Yeah,
Rocket propelled glug almost.
there you go.
we rowdy indeed.
All right, so let's rip to the next one.
New team here, the Stoobs. Not really heard of these guys. Well, actually, they've won looks like they've won a title or two in the past, though, before my time. And coming back with Lemur, Epic Mindo, Ramiate. Still not sure how to pronounce their name. Nomad Farmer and Curfinway. So a lot of familiar names for a very familiar team. They did not follow Legacy last season, so I don't know how many of these are directly returning from previous teams. But yeah, squad that are all individually capable, had a lot of experience, some success, some failure. We'll see if they can all get it clicking together this season. And of course, once again, captained by the Osmanov himself, Darkhawk. And it sums up to 1751 PR.
I will fill in some of this information. The Stubbs is changed a little bit. Rymiat is in for it was Jespin, and Kuru Finway 86 is in for Probiwan. And yeah, I mean the team before, three of these five players at least, absolutely decimated the Gold Series. Was far and away the top team, and then unfortunately, as teams that get buys in playoffs often do, lost their first round. So yeah, I mean, Lemur in the one of a team, can't go wrong with that. And then Rymiat, she did the draft series a little bit ago and had to face like the Sharmo, just like a bunch of ones and twos, and then you just look over at her PR and she's under 400. So it's just like, okay, yeah, I mean you're a 3 seed that beats ones and twos, and preps really well. So that's a perfect fit for what the Stubbs has become.
All right, and our next team.
The next team is going to be the standard THL Degenerates. Once again, they just they just run it back. I mean, this time the 3 seed is Electric Sheep City, but I can't skip over the captain, Dr. Bombi, Memnarch in the 1, Bombi in the 2, and then jumping down to the 4, it's Risen, and in the 5, it's our good boy Saku. The PR comes out to 1764.63. And yeah, I mean, this team has basically won Legacy before. So, I mean, they can just do it again. Bomdi has fluctuated between the 1 and 2 very frequently. And then Sheep, yeah, has put up fantastic performances in the 3 before. not surprised to see them returning again.
Yeah, Mem and Doc seemed to, well, at some point in a couple seasons ago, they were trading back and forth the 1 seed, but I think Doc just rescinded the 1 seed permanently to Memnarch. So, yeah.
Okay, Saku, what about you? When are you going to be trading the 4 seed back and forth with Risen? Is this the season?
No, this is not the season. I have a little bit of a PR deficit of
Okay, okay. You've been
maybe.
making up the ground. I've been seeing it. Your past few seasons have been stellar, at least from what I've been looking at. You got a mountain to climb, but I don't know. A few seasons from now, you'll get there.
I'll get there. Yeah, it's eventually. So another 20 seasons, I'll be probably even to 50 now. So we'll be good.
I mean, that's the beauty of playing in the 5 seed is you can have a fantastic player in the 5, and then they can go 6-2 and not gain any PR. So, it's going to be a long road.
I tanked early so I can stay back later. Does that make sense? No.
It does. Well, speaking of tanking, let's move on to the next team. Okay, that was mostly jokes. I hadn't even read the next team, but hey, who knows? It might apply. We have E.T. Cthulhu here, captained by Eternal now, who I guess has taken over the E.T. brand from Trito. Got Jammies in the 1, Superhero 2, Waxstrats 3, Lowbrow, whatever the rest of their name is in the 4, and Eternal themselves in the 5. We once again have a Trios Series champion, or former Trios Series champion in this case, in the 4. I believe Jammies and Superhero have both won Legacy titles as well. Not as familiar with the Wax Strats, but yeah, a lot of recognizable names who have had good individual seasons in the past. Team PR is 1797, so, maybe this is their year. Maybe they were conserving PR just enough to get lowbrow in the 4. We'll see. I mean, I guess Eternal could be the same way as you, Saka. It was losing their first few seasons. I know it was negative true PR at one point, but has been doing pretty
So
well, I think, the past
exactly.
few. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he's been
But
creeping up, trying to get their win loss record improved over the years. So
I mean,
leading
Eternal
from the
hasn't really
back.
played that much in the past few seasons.
really,
Yeah, took a long break from the game. But I mean, back when they used to play, they helped get my team to finals. So I'm not pressed to say that Eternal can't get the team back there again.
Well, their screenshot they posted in Ladder the other day in the THL server, beating up on some unholy DK bots with Highlander Shaman. Now let's see if they can do it to the rest of the THL 5 seeds.
Yeah, Jammies was on Hot Zilfs and Superhero was on the Cooler when they both won. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of the cooler team of bunch of people around the same ish PR, and they'll shift if they need to and fight whoever they have to, and yeah, win some weeks.
all right. Ready for the next one?
I am absolutely ready for the next one, and I hope Diamond's ready in chat because it is the last dance. Well, it's just the name is just the last dance. Diamond is captaining. We've got Neji Boston in the 1, Ron Mexico in the 2. Again, how do they do this? G Kick in the 3, Brushy Tuna in the 4, and You Kitten Me in the 5. And that's the return of Brushy Tuna to THL. What the heck is going on? I have not seen Brushy Tuna play since I joined. So
Well, now you will. Proper last dance indeed. This was a banger team.
Ah,
And Diamond and Chaz noticing that they are also able to sub for Tuna. Well, that's good. Yeah, seems like a feels good team. A lot of longtime THL players and one you kidding me. Uh, let's see what they can do. Certainly seems like a strong team on paper. Have Neji and Ron ever played together in a PR'd series? I can't think of one.
They did Diamond 5. I thought they did last season together. It just wasn't a Diamond team. Yeah, AFG.
Okay. Well, this will be the first time they play together in the season I'm paying attention to, so it's basically a first.
But how much focus, if you look at it, Ron and Brushy, who those of haven't been in THL Discord in many
True.
moons, they hate each other. So
Is this going to power up the team through the animosity or pull it apart? I guess we'll see.
yep.
But seems like a fun team. Who knows? Could even win a game or two.
So who's going to have to
I'm not sure.
moderate Ron and Brushy? I guess that's the big question. So
Yeah. You got G kick in the middle of them, and
Mhm.
kicking is something I guess he'll have to do. Kicking up and kicking down.
all right, so let's move on to a new team to THL.
Next team is the Blind Bandits. I do not know any of these people. I had reached out to their captain on Discord asking about it, but they were not able to get back to me in time. So, you guys know anything about this team? Livdera, Key was full, Fade to Black, Lunar Echoes, Oversea Year, total PR of 1540.
So this is a team that reached out to us last season. They are one of the first teams to actually have a blind Hearthstone community. So they call themselves the Blind Bandits. So every member on this team is visually impaired in somehow, some way. So we open them with welcome arms and good games. So we'll see how that goes.
Dang, that really is cool. Hopefully there's no patches that break whatever screen reader functionality midway through the season. That would really suck. Yeah, that's freaking sweet. I've been involved in some blind Hearthstone a few years ago when the mod for it first came out.
Okay.
But at the time, the question was like very first month people could play was, oh, could you have a blind player ever hit legend? And that was very quickly proved to be a laughable question. The question was not whether they could hit legend, but how many and how high and how easily. Now I guess the real question would be, can they win THL? Dang, Fade to Black. That's a badass name too.
It,
Guess we'll see.
it is. I
Yeah.
was an overseer, so that's pretty catchy too. So
I gotta say the the hero
Justin
being
lasted a
2 eye
while.
patches is so sick.
I think Justin's lasted a while under my personal opinion of coolest THL team theme. To not just go for the PR path cap, but to add on an extra arbitrary restriction or synergy or something. It's time to give up the title. Time to give up the throne. Blind Bandits, way cooler.
indeed.
Happily pass on the honor.
And
I'd
yeah,
love to see their post in the recruitment and subs channel next season. Hey, looking for more members. Caveat: must be blind.
I mean, hey, it's kind of like the Justins. There are a few stealth blind people in the in THL. I know of a couple off the top of my head. But yeah, it's crazy that the accessibility for Hearthstone is so high that yeah, anyone can play, and we're seeing that now, and it's awesome.
Yep.
I wear a bandana in the screen rager. Can I join, or do I have to poke my eyes out? Would it be worth it? Are they recruiting? Dang, yeah. Hopefully this team does well. That'd be really cool to see.
Yep. Looking forward to their results by
Just
the end of the
uphill
year.
battle
So
with their low PR, but seeing that all these people even made it here, I would assume that they've overcome more.
100%. All right, so let's rip over to the next one.
Speaking of doing some recruiting, it looks like Big W Esports is back, and they've done some recruiting because L Bomb 25 is captaining, but he's not the one anymore. Turtle is on the Michigan team. Okay, He's the 1 seed. L-Bomb 25 is the 2. A Harmless Dog, who we saw in Hero, is here as well. In the 3 seed, Ring 13 is returning, and Zgurt is once again in the 5. Total PR comes to 1828.51. And yeah, I mean, this team just slapped in Turtle, who was like 6-1, had a bunch of really good seasons recently in Legacy. And L-Bomb 25 has not had a bad season yet in Legacy. So the fact that he got pushed down to the 2 is kind of disgusting. Haven't seen much from a Harmless Dog, but Ring 13 and Zgurt both had some pretty solid performances. I even played against Ring 13 one season, and yeah, it was pretty good match. So I am excited to see what this team does.
Oh, bad news for Big W fans. Turtle getting added to the team. Yeah. Well, hopefully the other 4, at least 3 of them, can win each week. But yeah, seems like a team. One of the teams of all time. The logo always still gets me. They can't officially use that. Their administration would not allow them to officially use the Michigan logo because it's primarily a team of Michigan University people. So they just turned it upside down. Not Big N, Big W.
Some genius there by whoever did the graphics. So
Yeah, I think it was either L-Bomb or Justin who came up with the idea, but credit to at least L-Bomb for continuing the history.
yep. All right, and then on to the next team.
Speaking of continuing the history, hey, I actually got this transition. It actually makes sense this time. We come to F2L White, totaling up to 1750 APR. We have Rebob back in his 1 seed in this series, at least. Yachtster in the 2, Chronic back in the 3. Did they play last season? No, they were an old THL player.
Yeah,
Totino's Pizza back in the 4. Skirt's Eternal Nemesis. And then it'd be hard for us to find 2 THL pairs who have played each other more than those 2. And then Proby1 in the 5. What do you guys think? Uranium, can you tell me how many players are returning on this F2L team from last season? Because I sure can't tell you.
Basically, I mean, we've got Rebobson, we've got Yachtster, but this is a little. I mean, and Totino's Pizza, of course. But yeah, Chronic and Proby1 are new. Proby1 actually coming over from the Stubbs, which once again, if you remember, the Stubbs I said was the top of gold. And that's a classic Rebob move. Just take someone who was on a winning team and just slap them in your team, and they'll win. So they'll win.
As Bone Asher mentions in the chat, so it's going to be another classic Rebob move of good team wins in regular season, out first or second round of playoffs. No, surely this is Rebob season for Legacy. Surely.
we shall see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Crying in the chat saying they're back. Have you managed to have you been training in your time off? Are you going to be the one to break Rebob's legacy curse? Are you going to be the one to take him to the promised land? At least everyone that's tried in the past before has not worked, and 3 seed in Legacy this season is not looking quite as crazy as Heroes is, at least. We have a Trios winner in there, but we don't have any rank 1 Legend players that I know of. No.
All right, next, second last one.
Okay, well, if you were surprised by some of the teams previously, you'll be really surprised by this one because Defias is not fielding Wild 9. That was a real shock to me when I looked at this entire document. But yeah, Wild 9 is captaining and taking a step back as Classy Thug is the new 1 seed. Truth AM, who was a 5 seed 2 seasons ago, is now a 2 seed. Neb Canuck is back. After taking a break, I think they played on ET Cthulhu last season. Now they are back in the 3 seed here. The Real Lure is back in the 4, and Walker Man is keeping the pack in the 5. Yeah, I mean, these all these players are competitive. They all want to prep. They all want to get better, and they all have been putting in work. So I think we're going to see the fruits of their labor, despite the fact that Wild9 is not playing. I mean, really, all these players are really good still. So yeah, Defias was second, I think, in the conference behind the Stubs last season. Expect them to do very well again, despite the fact that their PR is the lowest of any, or very close to the lowest of any team here at 1541.76.
Okay, that's it. I'll take the bait. I'll be the hater. You expect them to be very good with that PR? No shot. Wild9 was the heart and soul of Defias. You know it. He's gone. They're dead. Rip Defias. Barely know her.
They get a good logo though.
They do have a good logo.
Oh
Has it
yeah,
always been this good?
the logo has always been this good. The Real Lure has really put
Okay,
in
well, too bad.
banger
Not only do
logos
they
every
not have a
season.
good team, not only are they the second best team with 1540 PR, they have the second best Defias logo. The Flying Bandits beat them on both of them. Both counts.
I gotta say the handiwork here on like the molten hand here
Mm-hmm.
is absolutely fantastic. You say that it's the second best Defias logo. I say that it goes Defias logo, then Blind Bandits, then Defias in trios, because Defias is now in trios.
Well, hopefully they have success there, because you can officially classify me as a hater on this Defias Legacy team.
Wow.
There can only be one good, feel-good 1540 PR Defias logo team in Legacy.
There you
And
go.
it's not this one.
All right, so this is going to wrap up the next team announced by AGT is
We have one more team, and that is, you'll never guess, but it is the Legends of Dadhood themselves. Yellow Dart informed me so that I'm 100% sure that this team is returning 4 out of 5 of the players of last season. Only new player being Halo Halo in the one. Got a lot of big shoes to fill, at least in that they're floating a lot of PR. But Dart was saying that he seemed super energized to play, which is great. And so he actually feels quite hopeful about this team. That they're having some good comms already preseason. Last season they missed playoffs by 1 point, so they'll try to get exactly one more this time and no more. Yeah, I guess that's a good plan. You got in addition to Halo Halo, got King Viking, Pescatarian, Yeldart, and Hester. Familiar names to anyone who's been following THL Legacy the past few seasons. And yeah, one more point will do it. Let's see if they can do it.
Halo Halo is new to THL, but as they stated in their post, I think they like basically haven't missed top 200 legend in the past like 4 months or something like that. Yeah, I mean they're once again a top legend grinder in the top of a team. Makes sense, and yeah, this team looks otherwise very similar to the team that made finals a couple of seasons ago. So do not count Dad Legend out.
so you trying to say people are going to sleep on them? Is that similar to something we heard tonight?
Mm.
All right. So with everybody revealing themselves, we will move on to the entertaining portion of this program, and that is the Wheel of Doom. So we're going to start with Gold Conference first. And if anybody was interested, I will definitely be misspelling Bone Master's team again, just to keep the format correct. But yeah. So, Geranium, you get first hit on the team that.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a hit to me. Let's get it. Oh my god, who's going to be first? First in the Gold Conference is going to be the last team. It's the Last Dance Diamond's legacy team.
Their last chance to get picked first in the wheel. And they seized it. Now, can they seize the season just as well? Bone Masher already scrambling for the other conference as one of the heavyweights coming down. Yeah, Hero will be pretty tough to call. Legacy, I don't think quite as tough, and that is definitely one of the teams that you would call.
So with the red conference spinning.
Justin, who's it?
I don't know. I can't read the full logo on the stream. It says Pimp or something like that. I don't know who that is, but I guess you can throw him in.
So seems fitting. Now you're just gonna have to ask that eternal question: Is
So
is pimping easy?
we have more PR than the last team, so surely everyone in the chat, such as Bone Masher, is going to be scrambling to be in the gold conference, not the red with the Justins. Did I mention we have more PR than them? That means we're the better team, right?
Okay, well, let's see who is going to dodge the Justin team in the gold conference next. An absolute a gobsmacker here. It's Defias once again in gold. I think Defias has been gold almost every season, like literally ever.
It's not really coming up on screen like I hoped, but let me see if I can adjust that real quick.
Those pirates like their gold.
They do. So let's see if I can.
Round 4, spin that wheel.
Well, what's your prediction, Justin? Are we going to have both Defias teams, as in the Blind Bandits and Defias, in the same conference?
I'll say no, because I think that'd be more fun. Split them up, see which one does better. We're giving them Gustav. Welcome to the Pimpin' Conference. We got the pimps, we got the kid friendly drinks. We got everything here in red, except gold. But come on down.
Okay, well, I'm honestly scared of both of these conferences right now, but who's going to be the next scary team in Gold Conference? We've got none other than Big W Esports joining the Last Dance and Defias over there.
Okay, that's it. Gold is free. How do the Justins always roll the hard conference every time? Editor's note: do not look back at our past few seasons. Do not fact check me on this one.
All right. Next Ripper.
We got a posse gang. Let's go, gang. we got our pimps, our fine drinks, and our gangs.
All right, so it's APG, is it?
I'm sure Bone Masher will be crestfallen at avoiding the last dance, but unfortunately for him, he's consigned to mix it up in the CD conference.
Yep.
Okay, well, I want to roll some Blind Bandits next. Who's going to be my next Gold Conference team? Is it going to be... No, it's the standard THL Degenerates once again.
But the wheel messed up. We needed the FTDs in the CD conference. Reroll.
Need a mulligan on that one.
Aku, did you not rig it right this year? Come on.
I know.
Did my payment not go through?
We didn't get your email.
My bad. Nah. I should have addressed it to Mako in the board. It should have put you specifically.
There you go.
Next time.
All right. Back on the wheel for red.
Ooh. F2L white. Come on down to the red conference. A team with a great name and a great logo. It's not them, but maybe the next team in red will be. Really killing the vibes here. STD and F2L.
It's okay. We're going to get the great logo in the Gold Conference instead. Yep, it's 10-gallon R-hats. One of
he called his
one
shot.
of the banger
He
logos.
did. Yeah, so far on logo ones, I got told that the gang logo is not final for APM, so not counting that one. I think we have the majority of good logos in the Gold Conference. So on art at least, they're winning.
Red conference spin.
An ultimate spin that matters, aka third to last spin. E.T. Cthulhu. Is there? Wasn't paying attention. It's tough running the stream. I don't actually watch the stream. Do they still have the same logo?
They
Did
do.
they
Yes.
spice it up at all?
Right now, we've got 3 out of the 5 red conference teams are same logos.
Well, at
And-
least we have an alien.
And I'm going to take the last great new logo in Gold Conference, if you will.
Okay, yeah, it's Blind Bandit destined for Gold Conference.
Oh no, it's Dad
No?
Legend. Dad
Okay,
Legend.
okay.
That means Defias and Blind Bandits are on opposite sides. Your prediction was right.
Oof, let's go. I'll win a single 10-gallon R hat. Those are stakes, right?
Well, actually, technically the Blind Bandits haven't been placed yet. I
They
don't know
haven't
where
been
they're gonna
picked
be.
yet, so
Okay. Suspend your disbelief for one more spin of the wheel.
it could happen.
It could be anyone.
There we go.
And this-
It is official.
The Blind Bandits, last team off the board. Is this like getting picked last in the draft? They're all new to THL, so did they have some sort of inferiority complex from this? They got picked last, like poster board material.
Yeah, depends on your point of view of it, but yeah, you could look at it that way.
Okay, well, the Last Dance got picked first, so it really turned the whole narrative around.
That's right. So if anybody wants to screenshot that, I'll take the wheel off so you can have a cleaner screenshot and throw it on to the Legacy series with a spoiler little tag on it. But there you have it. There's Legacy series conferences set up.
Okay,
So that
are we going into
we're going
way
in.
too early preseason picks then for power rankings?
That's right. So out of the 9 teams that are in Hero, wait a second, 8 teams that are in Hero, which ones are going to win?
You have any? You've been getting into. Both of you have looked at this a little longer than me. I was added to this at the end. You guys have any hot takes?
I got a precarious moment doing some things.
Yeah, I mean that team has Bone Masher on it though, so it's doomed. I think. Yeah, I mean this is the most accurate part of any of these streams is guessing which teams do well. And you know what? They didn't do well last season, but as I said, F2L Black looks increasingly scary this season. So I am on F2L Black, and you know what? I will say no Noon Too High as my other top pick.
Well, I'll go. Traditionally, you name 3 teams to look out for, but I'll go out on a limb and say that the third team doesn't even matter here. There's only 2 real teams here in Hero. The only 2 that made finals last season will be the only 2 that make finals this season, assuming they're on opposite sides of the bracket. But if they face each other earlier, surely the winner of that will be the true finals win. And that's a precarious moment in the Last Dance. Fortunately, one of the teams has Bone Masher on it, so I guess that means that the Last Dance will get their revenge and will win. That's my way too early prediction for Hero.
All right, and we're just dismissing Dad Legend because that's what the request was originally. So
Yeah, it's expressly. I guess if I really wanted to annoy Dart, I could put Dad Legend as third, but I will not. My top 3 will only have 2.
okay.
Note that down. And don't look at my picks from previous seasons. This time will be different, I swear.
There you go, Dart. So there's some fire for your team for you. So, all right. So we can hit Legacy with our top 3 if we wish. So we can start with AJT if you want to throw some knowledge.
I was scared you'd say that. So I gotta pick Last Dance as well again. And then I think I'll go 10-gallon art hats. Good name. Seems like a bunch of good players. And I guess I have to pick my own team for the last one. I didn't think we were that good, but we were revealed first. All these other after, maybe you should just add more Justins. I'm not sure you're going to stack up well. Famous last words.
For my three, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree. The Last Dance and Legacy looks game ending for sure, and I will give respect to the Stubbs. I think that Ramiat and Kurufinwe 86 are great replacement team members, and the team did extremely well last season. And for my third pick, I will. I think I'll give. I think I'll give the nod to a posse missing Lost Boys. The team does actually look great, top to bottom. Every single teammate there looks very strong.
And
I
I'll
guess I should clarify my rankings more too. That it's probably more accurate to say Last Dance 1, 10-gallon R Hats 3, Just Pimpin' 4, because I think there's a little golfing class between the top team on paper and the rest. But hey, who knows? Any given week, playoffs is single elim. If they even get that far, who knows?
All right, and I guess I'll throw my 2 cents worth in there. So I think Just Pimpin', definitely a posse missing. That's right up there, and I'll throw Yellow Dart some love there, just because he didn't get any in the Hero Series. So don't sleep on Dead Legend. So. But that wraps it up. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the reveals this weekend. We certainly enjoyed showing them to the groups, to the viewers. I want to thank always just in time for the last minute jump in to help cast this event. So it's good. And Geranium Battle as always. Thank you very much.
Okay, final prediction. Most
Sure.
important prediction. The only unbiased one here, Geranium. Who's going to have more wins this season in Legacy? Me or Saku?
Oof.
You on the spot.
Man, after seeing your season last time, I'm gonna say Saku's going to have both more wins, and his number of wins is going to be more than the number of weeks you play, because you're going to sub out for more than half of
it. There's a good goal.
You're good. Okay, I guess he did hear pre-show. I'm starting a new job in a month, so I do think I may have to sub out a decent amount. So yeah, I think you're going to be correct there.
One win in a row.
Win rate might be different, but pure wins, I think Saku's got me.
I got one win in a row already, so we're good. Too funny. All right, but yeah, so again, thanks for everybody joining us tonight. Can't wait for the season to start. As you all see on the screen, it starts on Monday.
Hey, when's Monday?
When is Monday? That's tomorrow. That is November 27th, 2023. You'll have to give...
for all those new to THL, stay tuned for announcements. They'll be sent down the server when the schedules are out.
Yep.
And from there, you should be able to see who your first round matchup is and go message them.
That's right.
May be important to do early this week, given the rumors of a Thursday patch. If you want to play on the current patch right now, there's decent odds you'll have to schedule your match in the next few days. Or if you don't, then good news for you. If you're not liking this patch, you might not actually have to play.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know who you're going to play next, just message all the different possible people you could play and schedule with all of them. One of them is bound to stick.
Or you can do the wheel. Just throw a bunch of names in there and then DM somebody randomly. That'd work.
I will not be DMing Milo more than is absolutely necessary.
But yeah, so those who haven't had a chance to register, that's also another request to get in your name, of course. So if you have played last year, your name will automatically be thrown in there. But if you have not played in the past couple seasons, just double check that and then register yourself. That would be greatly appreciated. But again, Thanks, everybody, joining us. We are going to sign off and enjoy your upcoming week. Take care, everybody.